What up? It's your boy, Incredible Man, and yes, I am back at it again, and this is my discussion/review for Black Clover episode 129. And boy, oh boy, it wasn't super action packed or anything like that, but it was nice at the same time because it's leading up to all of the great stuff that is going to happen, and I love it. Let's get into it.
Just take it, don't wait for someone to break it. Take control, then don't just take it. Hey, you can make it happen. You just gotta take some action. Take the ship and be the captain.
So this episode picked up right after last week's episode, and we see Asta getting introduced fully to the Heart Kingdom Queen. And with him getting introduced to her, we see her in her pajamas. We see that she's a little clumsy, and she's roaming around looking for her glasses. And Asta's like, what is going on? So we get introduced to her, and with all of the greatness that is this episode, we get introduced to her, and in the process, we learn about the stages, because last week I said the tiers and I couldn't remember what they were actually called, but now I know it's the stages, and we got introduced to the stages. And we also have Gaja even apologizing to Noelle and Finral and Mimosa, because we knew it wasn't a full-fledged fight, but still watching the fight scene take place last week was epic. But we knew it wasn't a full-fledged fight, us margaritas anyway. And he apologized, and he was telling them that he was just testing their abilities. So then we go back and we see, what is her name? Lopocheka, or however you want to say her name. Anyway, I'm going to stick to Heart Kingdom's Queen. So we get back to see the Asta with the Queen, and they're talking, and she breaks down the stages, and that the Heart Kingdom, and I'm assuming maybe like the rest of the world that we can't see on the map, uses the stages to not qualify, as a ranking for like other cities, other countries or whatever, to measure their magic. And zero is the lowest stage you could possibly have, and it goes up to 9. And Gaja even told Noelle and all of them that theirs were probably stage 5. So then when she breaks it down and explains that you have to have a certain level to combat a devil, and that particular level is 0 or 1. But we also learned that Asta, Nero, Yami, and Julius falls into a certain category. Did she say Julius? I think Julius was in that category. No, not Julius. Asta, Nero, and Yami fall into a certain... No, Julius is in that category too, right? Or did she was saying... Either way, I know it's those 3 in particular. And then I know she mentioned that the Clover Kingdom produces mages with very different magic abilities, because we know that the Heart Kingdom uses spirits. So the Clover Kingdom produces different types of magic. People like Julius, Yami. Well, Yami's not from the Clover Kingdom, but you know what I'm saying. Like, cause they got like Ghost that uses like the mirrors and everything. So the Clover Kingdom produces certain types of mages, and Asta, Nero, and Yami fall into a certain category, which is the arcane arts, which is also pretty much capable of handling Akuma by themselves. Now the thing with that is they can handle it by themselves, and they can probably even defeat one, but at the same time they need to get stronger to combat someone like Megicula. And that's where we get introduced to a training within 6 months with the Clover Kingdom, and everybody else is going to get a training. And it's so... Okay, so we're getting into a training arc, and I love it. I really, really do. Also, in that whole time with them talking to the Heart Kingdom's Queen, we learned that she's cursed. She was cursed by Megicula, and we knew that Noelle was going to feel some type of way because her mother was cursed by Megicula. But the Heart Kingdom's Queen is cursed, and she has a year to live. So within that time frame, they're going to try to level up enough to where they can bring the fight to the Spade Kingdom. Because as we learned in this episode, that Vanessa, Magma, and Luck go and they're pretty much kind of staking out the Diamond Kingdom, and they come across someone from the Spade Kingdom, and he just slayed I don't know how many Diamond Kingdom mages. And at that point, they felt like it was Megicula, because he was putting off such a weird and strong vibe that you know someone is strong and terrifying when someone like Luck isn't willing to fight. Luck was willing to fight the elves, and the elves were putting out massive amount of magical power. They were doing damages to people and stuff, and Luck was still ready to fight. He didn't really get there for the Akuma because he wasn't transported to the other world, but he was ready to fight the elves, and they were pretty strong in their own right. But Megicula, aka the Spade Kingdom guy that was just murdering Diamond Kingdom people, was putting off such a strong aura and frightening that Luck didn't want to fight. That is crazy, right? Luck didn't want to fight at all. Luck was like, no, I feel like if I attack him now, I'm dead. I don't want to fight. No, you know it's real when Luck don't want to fight. So now we're going to team up with the the Heart Kingdom, and everybody's going to go off in their own and start training, because we get back to the Clover Kingdom after they decided to work and team up with the Heart Kingdom to combat the Spade Kingdom, aka / Megicula. And so we get back, and Yami's breaking down everything to the Black Bulls, and it was like, okay, well, now you guys, they tell him about everything that's going on, that we learned the demon's name, we need to level up, and we learned about the stages, and we need to get stronger, because as of right now, Asta, Nero, and Yami are the only ones that could probably really combat the devils and actually stand a chance. But it's still rough if they come across someone like Megicula, because we saw that he was just putting out fires, he's setting fires, he's doing everything you could possibly do, and I don't think they can handle it right now. So we're going to get a 6-month training, and that's, oh boy, it's so good. It's so good. We're going to get a training arc, and everybody's going to go their own separate way, and I can't wait to see them come back and dive into it. Like, I know some of the stuff, but you catch back, Jeff. But what else happened? I think that's everything. And like I said, it was very simple. And I love the comedy this episode. Fenrir's still trying to not hit on all these women because he has Miss Finne's son. And we see the funniest thing this episode, though, to me was with the Heart Kingdom's queen was walking, and she looked all very beautiful in her robe and in her gown and in her crown and everything, and she trips, and Asta was like, why did you trip? So the comedy was still there, but it gave us a lot of seriousness, because the Spade Kingdom and Megicula are coming, and we gotta be ready and prepared, because stuff is going down, and we're getting a training session. Everybody loves, you love when anime does a good training session and get everybody prepared. So they also went back to the Clover Kingdom, and a lot of other people are going to get invited too, because we see next week that they're going to have like a meeting with all of the Magic Knight captains. So I'm definitely sure that they're going to try to pick out a way to have everybody trained and be ready in these 6 months, because war is coming. This is what incredible, man. Don't forget to smash that like button. You can't smash any more. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. Remember that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, man. Peace out.
Are we gonna play now? Ready for the show? I'm about to take down, you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you got it.